welcome. And welcome to the 1 minute mindset for success. I'm going to ask you a very personal question right now. What is that one thing you've been putting off? That's right. What is that one thing you know you should do, but you always come up with an excuse? And you've actually got yourself sold on the fact that it's a good excuse. Like you actually have a legitimate excuse not to do it. See, we know we can't change our entire life in a minute, but we can change our direction right now by taking that one thing and going ahead and doing it. And that's what the 1 minute mindset for success is all about. It's about changing your mindset right now. So I want you to do something for me. I want you to do me a favor. Please, right now, do me a favor and take that one thing you've been putting off and write it down so you can see it on paper in front of you. You know, maybe it's something you need to do for your health. Maybe it's something in your career. Maybe it's a conversation that you need to have with a loved one. I'm talking about a difficult conversation. You've got something in your head right now. I know you do because you're watching this. And I know you got that thing right in your mind, stuck in there, and it's causing your pain. And you're like, Dave, you son of a b****, why are you making me do this? That's what I do. That is what I do. I make people do things that they don't want to do. And a part of that is that I got to make myself do the things I want to do. So I want you to take this thing and I want you to put it down on paper so you can see it. So it doesn't look as scary. And I want you to think about it. And I want you to visualize yourself doing it. That's the second part. I want you to see yourself doing this thing in your mind and then getting the joy out of it. I want you to see yourself completing it. I want you to see what this thing, whatever it is for you, I want you to see yourself completing it and feeling the feeling you will get. All the relief, all the joy, all the gratitude, whatever it is that you're going to feel when this thing is done, I want you to feel that right now. And even more importantly, I want you to give yourself a reward right now. I want you to, so this is the three things. This is what you got to do. You got to do this for yourself. You got to do it for me. You got to write it down, look at it, then see yourself, visualize yourself in your mind, getting it done and being like, finally, freedom, relief from mental burdens that have been haunting me. And then I want you to give yourself a reward. I want you to go out and have a bowl of ice cream, right? Everybody loves ice cream, right? You love ice cream or whatever it is. If you're paleo or keto or get a cookie or whatever you guys eat. Whatever it is, go ahead and give yourself that reward. Big old chocolate bar, something like that. See, set yourself up to succeed. That's the important point. Sometimes you need to get a little bit of leverage with yourself. And the writing it down is so important. The seeing yourself doing it, completing it, and getting joy out of it, that's important. But it's also important that you get a reward from it. Make the reward healthy if you need to, but make it a good reward. See, because the point of all this is that when you make a decision and you take the necessary action to do it, and then you experience that feeling of having it done, that's what I call changing your life through the 1 minute mindset. See, now you've expanded your consciousness for success. You've opened yourself up for success. And that's what I want to see you do. That's my purpose, is to get you to do the things that you don't want to do. I mean, what could be more important than doing those things that you've been putting off that you know you need to do? I'm telling you, the rewards that you will see in your life will be great. And I want to hear about your success stories. I want you to send me comments, notes, smoke signals. I don't care, whatever it takes to let me know, hey, I tried this thing you were talking about. I opened my mind to it this one time and I said, hey, if I do it and it works, great. And I did it and it worked, Dave. And just let me know that, because I thrive on hearing those stories. That's what I want to hear. Every time I help a friend, a client, a family member, whatever it is, a stranger for God's sakes, I feel better knowing that I helped somebody. And that helps me. It helps you and it helps me. So it's a win-win for both of us. Just remember, you break the mold and redefine yourself every time you shift that mindset. Every time you push a little bit harder. Every time you just go that extra 1%, that extra little bit, even if you don't measure it with a ruler, and you just go a little bit further, that opens your mind, it broadens you. It gives you more strength. It gives you more resiliency. You can now do more, achieve more, and give more to your neighbor, your friend, your family, your loved ones, whoever it is. And this is so important. This is growth. This is the progress I always talk about. This is the purpose of life, is getting better, growing, and doing what you love, right? So break that mold, redefine yourself, shift that mindset, and come back here to the 1 minute mindset so you can get more good ideas, because I'm constantly sharing new information, new stories, new ideas from people. We are opening our minds and breaking the mold and redefining yourself. I'm Dave Gerbach, and I'll see you out there real soon. So go ahead and do that thing. Do that thing that you're talking about. Get me off the screen. Turn me off. Shut me down. Get me out of here. And go do that thing you've been putting it off. Writing it down, feeling the feeling of getting it done, seeing that in your mind, and then get that reward for yourself, whatever it is. If it's healthy, that's better. If it's bad for you, well, try to stay away from that part. Do something good for yourself. Break the mold, redefine yourself. Dave Gerbach. I'll talk to you soon.